assistant. This garbage nigga, I carried 4 rings. So we got forwards, we got midfielders, we got defenders, and we got goalies. I'll put up a little thing on the screen right now, just showing where you're supposed to be on the field. You guys, this is a jam. You guys low-key have the most important role now that the goalkeepers got nerfed. If you guys didn't know, this is how fast the ball moves. Okay, formation. So you have 2 different ones. I'll pop them up on the screen here. You got, what do we got? We got 3-1-2, which is 3 defenders, 1 midfielder, 2 strikers, or forwards, whatever you call them. And then you got 3-2-1, which is just where you switch the amount of midfielders and strikers. And there's not like a proven best one, but these are just like the most meta. A lot of the time though, as you'll see in the video, you drop back or push up with your team depending on like situation, so you're not like hard stuck. Just aim right here, jump and click, and it'll go to the top corner. Shoot that on either side. That's a top bin. You have mid shots, which is like just like that. You just shoot in the middle of the net. But none of these you want to shoot down the middle. You always want to aim on the side of the net to shoot, just because it's harder for the goalie to save it rather than if I shoot down the middle, because all they have to do is jump. And then you have rollers, which is you jump and just aim at a bottom corner. You can do that on either side. This is just how I aim them. You get 5 seconds basically, because there's delay to get the ball out of your hand. This could be a shot or anything, but it cannot go back to your possession. It has to go to a new person. If you throw the ball and pick it back up, you have the same amount of time until it leaves your possession. A lot of the time, it's just a lot better to not throw bounces because they're uncontrollable really. So you just like throw it like that. You want to throw it as a chest. If you jump and dive, as you guys can see, so you want to dive and then jump. It's called e-glitching. It's pretty simple. You just dive and then jump. If you mistime it though, you'll look like an idiot. You'll just like stay still. You just press E, flop for a second, and then jump. And you always want to play on the highest frames you can. If you play on lower frames, you're just not gonna be good. You're just gonna be garbage. I'm not gonna lie. Is you want to turn yourself like this every time you get the ball and you're going past someone, because what it does is, as you can see, I'll just show you like a visual. So if I'm going backwards and I'm running into him, this is what it looks like. And then if I'm going forwards and running into him, this is what it looks like. Handball hitboxes are not straight up on your screen. They're just a teeny bit behind you, wherever they're on your back a little. So they're like, if I'm standing here, or if this is my character right here, and I'm his hitbox, I'm probably like right here. So this is probably the gap of hitboxes before you actually hit someone. So just keep this in mind. It's not always gonna be straight up on your screen. I wouldn't shoot anywhere behind this, just because look, if you're shooting, the goalie could just save it every time. Right? People are good in this game, unfortunately. So I would say sweet spot. You could shot chuck from here, this line, and around, but goalies could still save it. So the better. But I usually shoot from right here, because it's a guaranteed goal unless they read it, like predict where you're shooting. If you're a midfielder, usually you want to be playing in this kind of depth of the field, and if you're striking, you want to usually be all the way here. Right, so he would be a midfielder, and this is where a forward would be in terms of like where you are in the field. And then when you catch the ball in this kind of range, just try to get in and shoot and score. If you can't, then you always have this guy behind you. So if I'm covered here, I route like this. I'm now open, and he has an easier pass because it's right here. The thing I see a lot of you new people do is you get out of shift lock when you're chasing a ball or something. Getting out of shift lock is the worst thing in this game because you just get pushed. You always want to be in shift lock, no matter what. When you're routing, when you're getting open, you want to be in shift Q to run. A lot of people just hold it down until they run out of stamina, and then they're just like, when you're walking, you're at a huge disadvantage. When I have the ball, I will always be using stamina. I do not see and I'm trying to get past someone, I'll use stamina. But if I'm passing, I will, as you guys can see, I will quickly, like I'm trying to get past, and then I'm trying to pass. You see it, I stop using stamina to throw a pass. So if I don't have the ball, and my striker's coming here, and there's defenders, and say Elias is guarding. Say this guy is guarding the guy on ball, right? He's going to act like he's guarding the dude on ball. And I don't have the ball. Instead of going for a pass, sometimes people will pick these people off of them, just like that. They'll just run into him instead of pick, and then they have an open. I have a macro for lobbing, so all this does is it drops my power to 60 automatically, and then I have a macro to turn it back up to 100. I could just drop back, throw a lob like that, and he catches it. It's a lot easier. On ball just means you're guarding the person with the ball. You're jamming them so they cannot get past you, right? That's all on ball is. Off ball, because you have a lot of defenders usually, is sometimes you won't be in charge of guarding the dude with the ball. You'll be in charge of the dude routing, right? So guarding the dude routing is a lot different than guarding the dude. You want to jam them before they jam you. So if this guy has the ball and I'm like approaching him and he's trying to get past, I hit him once and then I back up, right? I back up. I don't back up the entire time. I back up once, and then I'm gonna try to predict where he's gonna go. So you'll see here, I'll jam him. I think he's gonna go left, right? I back up, and the whole time you see he's not getting by me. I'll show you. If you don't jam them before they jam you, this is what happens. He just gets by you. If I'm trying to get past this guy, right? I get past him for a second right here. I dive, right? Look, he can't catch up to me until late. And then for defenders, what you guys want to do, knowing that, is you want to dive before the person with the ball. So if I'm jamming this guy and I think he's going to get by me, I'm going to dive. So look, jam, he's close. I'm going to dive. Look, he didn't dive yet, and now I beat him to the spot. I'm going to show you. I'm going to dive and shift. This guy's going to dive without shift. And so that's without shift, and then this is with shift. You just go a whole lot further, so you want to stay in shift lock. Usually you want to be zoomed out like this, and you want to look at people behind you and play passing lane. So if this guy has the ball, to interrupt his like throw, you cannot be right on top of him, but you have to be like this close to him. Never jump on defense. As you guys can see, if I'm jamming this dude, I will not jump unless he's directly on top of me. Pause. So look, no jump, jump on me. Once I see that jump is when I jump, and the reason is when you jump, they could go under you. Instead of like trying to mag the shot, just jam them. So like this is how you should play. You should just go like this, just jam him, because it pushes him further and makes it easier for a goalie. From the middle, you're more unpredictable. They don't know where you're going, right? But if you're shooting from the corner, it limits your angles. So you could only shoot close corner, or you could only shoot far corner, right? And it's just easier for the goalie to save. He's getting jammed. He can't get past the defense. His clock is low. I stand here. I give it right back to him. This is called a reset. It literally is just resetting the timer on the ball by passing it right back to the person, or holding it for a second and then passing it. So on defense, what you want to do is when they have like 1 second left on the ball, it's like you'll be jamming them. He's trying to get past. He can't get past. I wait for a second. You see I get off the ball, and I play whoever he might pass to. Okay, so in defense, you're using your stamina a lot more because you do not want to let up anything, right? You're using your stamina every time you see the other team using it, you want to use it. So he's using stamina here, using stamina, not stamina, you're not using it. Turn to a side like this. So try to go down the middle. So if he's trying to go down the middle, I just go like this, and now look where he ends up. He can't go down to the middle, and he has to shoot it from the corner. I always want to say you want to be in shift lock. You do not want to not be in shift lock. So we'll go over the first style, which is prediction. What you want to do is you want to pick a side, right? Just like this. Like right when he's going to shoot it, go to a side. And you'll either get it or you don't. As you can see, it's a gambling thing. So everyone who loves gambling, drinking, driving, being criminals, probably all you, I can't say. It's called reaction goalkeeping. So what you do is you wait for the ball to be shot, right? You see where the ball is going, and then you react, right? So from up close, I don't think it's like even doable anymore. Like you just have to predict. But from further, I see it's going here. You have to first, you're gonna see what side is going. Is it going to your right or to your left? After that, you're gonna look, is it in the top part of the net or the bottom part of the net? So here, left top. See, so once he releases it, you could tell. So once you're able to tell if it's in the top of the net or in the bottom of the net, there's two different ways to save it, right? You have e-glitching. So if it's in the top of the net, you're going to e-glitch, the thing I showed you earlier, like that. And then if it's in the bottom of the net, all you're going to do is dive. Like that. So you run to a side and jump dive like that. But these are all reaction. This one is a little easier for newer people, and you can still get saves, but you can't save everything with this. E-glitch, you cover the whole net. So that's another thing I wanted to show you. When you e-glitch, I'll show you, like this. E-glitch, I cover this entire side of the net, right? When I just jump and dive, I leave this top corner open. So the downside of jump and diving is you can't reach everything. How fast the ball is, if they're this close to the net, to just predict, if they're here, if he's like in the shooting range where I told you, you want to just predict the side. You're not going to be able to react. No matter how fast your reaction time is, it's just always going to be a goal. I don't know where he's shooting. I'm just going to guess here. And you see I get it. So, when he's at the penalty line and back though, you could low-key, you could play either. You could predict or react. I would just react, because if you predict like that, they could shoot it anywhere. But if you're reacting, you could just save it. As you can see, reaction is a lot better from far. If you're feeling like lucky or whatever, bad ping, you find goalkeeper fun, just pick a side. I mean, both sides have their benefits and down draws, so, or withdrawals. Downsides? Whatever you call them, bro. Okay. Yeah, and then to save corner shots at an easier rate. Oh, I got it. You wanna like be closer to the side that they're on, because shoot a close corner. You could react to the close corner if you're this close. You can't react to it from the middle. I'll show you. See, I can't get there in time. So you're gonna slightly move to the side that they're on, and then if they shoot the opposite side, you just e-glitch it. As you can see, you'll always save it. So that's how you save corners. You want to cut it off a little. Don't stay in the net the entire time. So far side, you just e-glitch. This is the only time where I say e-glitching is the only way you should be goalkeeping. So get that down for sure.